works as the Regional Director and Motivational Speaker for Islamic Relief USA, which is a leader in humanitarian and aid work and one of the largest Muslim charities in the U.S. Azhar Azeez is also the Islamic Society of North America is on the Executive Council. Members of Temple Shalom have heard of the Islamic Society of North America before because of the work that ISNA, the Islamic Society of North America, and the Union for Reform Judaism, which Temple Shalom is a member of, is in dialogue with on a national level and here on a local level. So I want to take the opportunity to publicly acknowledge those members from the Temple and the Mosque, the Islamic Association from Carrollton, that are currently working in that dialogue for the last 7 months. If you could please stand up just for a quick moment so that we can applaud you for your work, courageous work that you are doing. Thank you for your courage, your courageous work. And so I invite to our podium, to our bima, our mood, our desk here in our sacred place, Brother Azhar Azeez.
Dear friends, I greet you all with the universal greeting and the greetings of peace. Assalamu alaikum or Shalom alaikum. I begin in the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. It's a great honor to address this wonderful gathering at this very sacred and holy place. I'm very grateful to my dear friend Rabbi Jeremy Schneider, the senior Rabbi Andrew Paley, our dear friend Cantor Don Kroll, President Meredith Richardson, and the management of Temple Shalom for extending this invitation. It's truly a great honor. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the Foundation of Ethnic Understanding for initiating the first ever weekend of twinning from November 21st to 23rd that we are witnessing now, between Muslims and Jews, and involving 50 mosques and 50 synagogues, representing over 100,000 Muslims and Jews throughout the United States, to come together to confront Islamophobia and anti-Semitism, and to strengthen the relationship between the Jewish and Muslim communities, which is now a result of a resolution passed at the National Summit of Imams and Rabbis held last year in New York. I feel so blessed to be part of this historic initiative launched by Islamic Society of North America and Union of Reform Judaism, called as the Children of Abraham, Jews and Muslims in Conversation. Once a wise man said, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The very purpose of this initiative is to help overcome the mutual ignorance that exists between Jews and Muslims. I strongly believe that through this initiative, Jews and Muslims can learn about each other to rid ourselves of the ignorance we have of the other and move on, God willing, to work together for greater good. There is a saying in Africa, if you want to walk fast, walk alone. But if you want to walk for a long distance, then walk together. We are together in this journey. The outcome and the result of this dialogue is to create goodwill and understanding among these two great Abrahamic faiths and create an atmosphere where it will bring the followers of these two faiths together, and God willing, we can serve our communities, our societies, and our country better. There are many similarities on the challenges that Muslims and Jews as religious minorities face in this country. It was a historic moment when Rabbi Eric Yofi received a standing ovation when he first spoke at ISNA Annual Convention in Chicago on August 31st, 2007, and acknowledged the fact that there exists in our communities a profound ignorance about each other's faith and a lack of real desire to learn about each other. He continued to say that we must respond and answer to this desire by creating a serious program of education And this is how the birth of this historic initiative took place. It covers various subjects that includes topics ranging from religion's basic tenets and also includes Jerusalem's place in Jewish and Muslims' tradition and history. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam are all monotheistic faiths. All these three faiths stress upon moral responsibility and accountability, judgment day, and eternal reward and punishment. All three faiths emphasize their special covenant with God. Judaism through Moses, Christianity through Jesus, and Islam through Muhammad, peace be upon them all. As Muslims, it is an integral part of our faith to believe in all these prophets and the revelations that were sent to them, whether it's Torah to Prophet Moses, Psalms to Prophet David, Bible to Prophet Jesus, and Quran to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon them all. Peace is central to all three faiths, which even uses similar greetings. As I have mentioned earlier, Shalom Aleichem in Judaism, Pax Vobiscum in Christianity, and Salam Alaikum in Islam. And all the three phrases mean peace be with you. Religions are many and diverse, but reason and goodness are one. I'm of a firm belief that if a religion is about anything, it is total belief in our Creator, the God Almighty. And after this, it should be about the ability to extend empathy beyond our family or tribe or religious community to humanity at large. If our religious traditions are going to survive, they have to demonstrate not only that they are good in themselves, but they are good altogether. That religious differences does not lead to conflict and disorder in society, but that religious differences only serve to enrich our collective understanding of the Creator who is beyond the comprehension of any created being. In this effort, every individual matters. Every individual has a role to play, and every individual makes a difference. Diversity is one true thing we all have in common, so we should celebrate it every day. 45 years ago, Martin Luther King gave his famous speech that I have a dream that my 4 children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but the content of their character. We see that Dr. King's dreams are coming true. Today, very humbly, as a very ordinary activist, I want to say I have a dream and a very strong wish that God willing we will see a day very soon where Muslims and Jews across America will build relationships based on truth, justice, and sincerity, and will come together, work together, and embrace each other, removing all kinds of misunderstandings and mistrust. There are so many similarities and commonalities among these two great Abrahamic faiths. So let's pledge that we will make a sincere effort to bring our friends, our families, our communities closer to each other. I conclude with this famous quote: "It is better to light a candle than to complain about the darkness." We should acknowledge differences. We should greet differences until difference make no difference anymore. Diversity is not about how we differ. Diversity is about embracing one another's uniqueness. Again, I'm very honored to be here. And again, I'm very grateful to Temple Shalom for extending this invitation. Thank you so much. May God bless you all.
Thank you, Brother Azhar Azeez, for your words, for being here. We too are committed to the sacred endeavor, to this journey, to this dialogue, and our actions tonight do make a difference by being here. And for those who may ask, how will we know when we have made that difference that we are speaking about? And I relate the answer from our tradition, from the Jewish tradition, that asked the question, a teacher asked his students, how do we know when night becomes day? And one student answers, when you hold your hand to your face and you can see it. And the second student raises his hand, he says, the answer is when you can look into a field and see the difference between a fox and a dog. And a third answer, student in the back says, when you look at your neighbor and you see a friend. I hope more of us tonight are seeing friends here at Temple Shalom and in this community. We're going to continue our